Some encounters change a life in the space of a single breath. On a quiet walk down an ordinary road, two small souls were waiting for someone to notice them. Nalitha and Timon were standing by the roadside when Paula and her husband Ronaldo first saw them. Their bodies were thin, their fur dull, and every movement looked heavier than it should have been. Yet when the couple slowed their steps, the two dogs didn't run away. The moment the decision was made, everything began to shift. Nalitha and Timon were gently taken away from the road and brought to a veterinary clinic. The unfamiliar smells, the bright lights, and the soft echoes of the room surrounded them. Their bodies were exhausted, weakened by parasites and neglect, but they were still conscious, still holding on. Curled close together, they seemed calmer just being indoors. For the first time in a long while, the world around them felt steady. They had been rescued, and somehow they seemed to know it. At the clinic, the most important change wasn't medical. It was emotional. Nalitha lifted her head when a gentle hand stroked her back. Timon watched quietly, his breathing slowing as if the fear was finally loosening its grip. There was no panic in their eyes now, only cautious curiosity. In that moment, something fragile but powerful happened. Trust, small and trembling, began to grow. The danger was behind them. Safety had finally arrived. The days that followed became a quiet rhythm of healing. At home, where their recovery continued, Nalitha and Timon slept deeply, the kind of sleep that only comes when there is no need to stay alert. On the first morning, they barely touched their food. By the second day, Timon finished his bowl and glanced around as if surprised it hadn't disappeared. Nalitha followed, slower but determined. Bath day marked another turning point. Warm water washed away dirt and discomfort, revealing softer fur beneath. Nalitha stood still, eyes half closed, leaning into the warmth. Timon shook himself afterward, a small spark of energy returning. That night they slept side by side, paws touching, breathing calm and even. As the weeks passed, small moments began to stack into miracles. Nalitha made eye contact for the first time, holding Paula's gaze without fear. Timon's tail lifted, then wagged just once when Ronaldo entered the room. They learned the sound of footsteps meant care, not harm. Meals became something they looked forward to. Their bodies grew stronger, but more importantly, their spirits softened. There were quiet victories too. A peaceful nap in the sunlight. A curious sniff of a new toy. The first time Nalitha rested her head against a human leg. Wasn't it incredible how trust could return, one gentle moment at a time? Today, Nalitha and Timon are fully recovered. Though their journey led them to separate homes, both dogs found families ready to love them deeply. Their days are now filled with safety, warmth, and affection. They are gentle, playful, and eager for connection, proof that their past did not define them. Their story reminds us that rescue doesn't end at survival. It continues through patience, kindness, and the quiet belief that every life is worth saving. If this story touched your heart, please leave a comment, share it with others, and subscribe to support more rescue stories like Nalitha's and Timon's.